In BIM360, under the project admin category, you would see a tab called as assets, which allows you to create new categories and subcategories. You could see few of the categories which has been already created by you. Let me add a subcategory in this case, like heat exchanger, and I would just say create. I could now go to status sets and I could create a new status set in this particular category. Or I could use the default status set categories already listed inside BIM360. Now move on to the assets module. And you could import the assets into BIM360. There are two ways of doing it. Either you create every asset piece by piece, or you could download a sample Excel sheet which could be populated and filled out in this case, and then could be re-imported into BIM360. Here's how the sample Excel sheet looks like. This sample Excel sheet could be filled up by the elements coming from Plant 3D. Once it's completely filled out, this could be now imported into BIM360. Once it's being imported into BIM360, you will see the categories automatically created inside the asset section. If you click on any asset, you could see the respective issues pertaining to that particular asset. You could add a quick reference of an issue which is created on the plant side via a mobile device, or you also have a flexibility of creating an issue directly on the top of your browser and mentioning the type of issue, the reason of that issue, and specify a title for the same. Assign it to a respective team member of that issue and choose a notification date for the same. In this case, I've assigned this issue to my supplier's technician to take care of the excessive vibration which is happening through the pump. Do not forget to assign a root cause for this particular issue. So I'll hereby recognize it as a manufacturing defect. So now my issues have been created, and you could see that the issues which I've now created could be seen as listed in the asset sheet. I could click up on any of the issue here, open up that issue, and for example, the assigned technician in this case would come down on his mobile phone, open up this particular issue, and comment on that particular issue. So now this issue is from open to a ready to inspect stage in this case. Now, while he is doing the inspection, he could mention comments as the excessive vibration of the pump has now stopped and the pump is ready for use. So now, once it's ready for use and the plant inspector has checked that the pump is working fine, he could come down and close that particular issue pertaining to that particular asset. All the templates of the checklist can be digitized for once and all at the start of the project. For example, I've taken a simple weekly inspection checklist and templatized and digitized that particular checklist in BIM360 in this case. Once a template has been created, the template can be assigned to a respective stakeholder to complete and fill that particular checklist. So here I'm assigning my checklist to one of my colleagues. Once the checklist has been assigned, The respective stakeholder would receive a notification on the same in this case. The respective stakeholder whom I've assigned the checklist would come down to that particular checklist, open up that particular checklist, and start filling the checklist in this case. In case if there are some non-conformity items in this case, he could also add a note in this case. For example, I've added a small note to this particular checklist item. I also have a flexibility to assign a photograph to this particular checklist item. The BIM360 app can help the plant site guys to visualize both graphical and non-graphical information. They could also fill the maintenance inspection checklist, raise a ticket against any non-conformity issue in the checklist, and they could also digitally sign the completed checklist.